Camera ready. Action. I don't have any Stranger Things shirts, and this is the only thing like nostalgia-y that I could find in my closet right now. Weird that I like for my shirts, it's kind of like sorta-ish match what I'm trying to react to. Probably. Just gotta flip the hair a couple times. One of these days, I'm gonna add up the amount of times that I mess with my hair during these videos, and the number for you guys is gonna be staggering. Little sippy sip. Let's do it. Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is KRae Reacts, and I'm your girl, KRae. We are here today because it is time to watch another teaser trailer for Stranger Things Season 4. Now I know that the last one that came out I did not watch with you guys, but I did watch. I think the only thing that I really remember about it is that it was panning over Russia, and then it revealed that Hopper was still alive, which of course we all kind of inferred from the post-credit scene at the end of Season 3, showing an American locked up down in their dungeon somewhere next to a Demogorgon? Is that what they're called, right? It's been a while since I watched Stranger Things, you guys. Like, I swear, there was a period of time where I could recall these things, drop of the hat, no problem. But like the COVID year, the gap year, it's really messing with my brain. All the things that I used to be so involved in, all obviously had to take a year or a little bit more than a year off. So it's like been a really long time since we've seen all of our characters, since we've been with them, since we've talked about them. So it's just, I love them all, but bear with me. Will's mom and his older brother Jonathan and their whole family is packing up, dipping out of the town, and nobody blames them whatsoever because they have been through horrible traumatic things there, and they're taking 11 with them since Hopper is no longer around. I think that's really sweet. Joyce, it took me so not that long to get to her name, but I said Will's mom because I couldn't actually remember her name. We all knew why. And so Mike's staying there in town, and what is the town's name? See, I can't. It's in Indiana. Anyways, so Mike and Dustin and every video I say that I need to do research before I film these, and I don't. I remember his little sister's name is Erica. It's just the funniest thing. It's Lucas. And yes, I just paused and looked it up. I'm sorry. I could not go through another video not being able to focus on the content because I couldn't think of someone's name. So, the 4 kids' names: Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will. Yes. Will and fam, they pack up, they leave. Will, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, they all stay in the town with their families respectively, and that's the end of the season, you know, like everything kind of gets wrapped up, you know, the mall, I'm assuming, is probably gonna get, you know, torn down since it was apparently built by like Russian spies / terrorists, I don't know. But you know, mostly all ends on a happy note. Like everybody's kind of got a girlfriend except for Mike, whose girlfriend just had to move away. They're trying to make the long distance thing work. But all the stuff that we've seen for season 2 is really kind of focusing on 11, and I feel like it's showing a lot of her like backstory buildup. So I feel like we're gonna get questions. Yes, we're gonna get questions, but I meant to say we're gonna get answers to a lot of our questions that we've had lingering for the first 3 seasons about like how 11 became how she is and what happened to all the other children who were in this program, including the sister that she found in season 2. Yeah, season 2. And like where she is now, things like that. So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more. I just want a little bit more in this trailer than we got in the last one. Just a little bit of like kind of footage maybe of our people, of our characters, and like where they are currently at. Maybe a release date? I don't know. Not holding any expectations, just ready to watch it. So let's get into this thing, the Stranger Things Season 4 sneak peek of 2021. Let's do it.
11, are you listening?
Okay, so we're getting little flashes of the previous seasons.
Something is coming. almost here.
2022. Okay, so I don't typically do this, but I feel like I have to go back and rewatch that. So obviously, like I said, we're seeing the shots of the previous 3 seasons. Lots of very iconic moments. But I'm trying to catch the little stuff in the new footage. It's a lot of focus on these clocks for some reason. Like, I think even I remember in a small little like tidbit, little teaser thing that they put out, it was showing a lot of clocks in the background. Like, I remember this for some reason. I think I saw a lot of things, but I mean, everything was just like short little snippets. I don't know. I guess it's just basically saying, hey, we're Stranger Things and we're coming back, we promise. I feel like this is just people over at Netflix, over at Stranger Things saying, hey, we're making season 4, we're almost done with season 4, wherever they're at with season 4, it's coming. 2022 apparently. So a part of me is very sad because I feel like it's already been so long since we've seen season 3 of Stranger Things, you know, and obviously these kids are growing and they were just hitting puberty at the end of the last season, so by the next time we see them, they're probably going to look much older. And I mean, I'm sure that they'll probably solve something along the lines of a time jump in the story to like account for those. So a time jump will probably just be their answer to the problem, you know, just, hey, let's just, you know, this many years later, and so that's why the kids look a lot older. And that makes sense. And you know, it probably is going to make sense for the story. I think it's the Duffer Brothers who do this, who do the Stranger Things, have done such a great job so far. This was obviously Netflix's, I almost said Netflix's, Netflix's first, like, super insanely popular worldwide phenomenon type show. In my opinion. Like, that's just me, that's all my opinion. But it's obviously also been like a benchmark for them. Stranger Things is definitely a big reason why Netflix has continued to be as successful as it is. And I am definitely a person who will be watching, reacting, freaking out over season 4 when it finally does grace us with its presence. But I'm just excited because it looked like we see Elle, a little snippet, we see, oh, what was the other girl's name? Max, Mad Max, we see Max. I'm just curious to see what everybody's been up to. I'm curious to see what kind of thing is going to eventually bring everybody back together, because that's how I see this story totally, you know, having to come to an end. You know, everybody's got to get together in the end, just the same way they did in season 3. You know, the groupings were definitely different than they had been in previous seasons. And that's kind of something that I think we've all come to love about Stranger Things, because like season 1 was very heavily focused on the children, but as the seasons have gone on, you know, the older teenage brothers and sisters have become additions to the cast that we all love, as well as, you know, season 3 with the parents and the adults and their crazy shenanigans have become a welcome addition. Everything kind of happened very naturally and organically, and it was always fun to watch the way that the groupings would get kind of like moved around. I loved seeing Dustin and Steve in season 3. They were like my favorite 2 best friends energy. Loved it. I was living for it for sure. But yeah, I'm just excited to get back to all these guys whenever it does finally come out. I'm sure that before the end of the year, or maybe at the beginning of next year, we'll probably get like a proper trailer for the show, depending on when it's planning on coming out. But hopefully it will be at a time that we are all ready for it. Obviously, with the end of this year coming around, we have a lot of content coming our way, and I think Stranger Things, you know, Netflix, they're doing a smart thing, which is just kind of like giving us the littlest amount right now, so that way once all of everything that everyone is currently talking about goes and does its thing, then Stranger Things can be like, and now we're here. What was your guys' favorite part of that little teaser? What are you guys looking forward to seeing most in season 4? I'm excited to see what's going to happen between Eleven and Mike's characters. Like, are they going to end up getting back together? Did the long distance thing work out? I hope so. I'm all about young love. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, KRae Reacts, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new content. And until next time, later nerds.